At one point, Cade Cunningham was a highly touted #1 overall pick. People compared his game to Luka Doncic, and the consensus seemed to be there was no doubt he'd be one of the young faces of the NBA in 5 years' time. But coming into 2023, after 2 seasons, some would say his time in the NBA has been a little bit underwhelming. A slow start to his rookie season and the shin surgery in year 2 were the reasons. Coming into year 3 though, there's a lot of chatter about what could happen for Cade. There's some people that think he's just in for a solid improved 3rd year, but the truth is, this upcoming NBA season, Cade Cunningham is ready to explode. How's it going, my friend? I'm Alexander from Load Management Media, and let's talk about it. Cade Cunningham's first 2 years in the NBA haven't exactly gone to plan. In his rookie season, he sustained an ankle injury which had him miss the first few games of the year, and then as most highly touted rookies do, Cade had a slow start to his NBA career. But more or less as time went on, he improved, especially in the month of March. Overall, Cade had a decent rookie year, but most thought he could do better, especially in the efficiency department. During his 2nd year in the NBA, Cunningham really looked like the exact same player as his rookie season. His numbers went up across the board, but his shooting splits did the opposite. It seemed like something was off. Well, something was definitely off. Cade would only play 12 games the entire year due to a stress fracture in his left shin, which he eventually decided to get surgery on. Clearly that shin had been bugging him for a while. Well, that's why something was off. Okay, it makes sense. Cade's first 2 years have been filled with frustration and unfortunate occurrences. We've seen the incredible flashes of potential, but the lingering injuries and inconsistencies haven't allowed him to truly break out. But after these 2 years, watching on the sidelines and finally getting fully healthy, year 3 looks like the time. And Cade isn't just gonna get a little better, he's really gonna explode. Cade is back healthy at the perfect time. What was otherwise a little unclear in Cade's first 2 years in the NBA, in year 3 it looks like the Detroit Pistons have a real plan. They have a nice roster filled with plenty of young talent, but also with some new vets as well that are still really productive NBA players, like Monte Morris, Joe Harris, and Bogdanovic from last year. But the biggest piece that's come in for Detroit is Monty Williams. Monty Williams is the perfect guy to help Cade grow. Monty has a track record of working with young stars and young teams. He did it in New Orleans with Chris Paul and Anthony Davis, and he did it in Phoenix with Devin Booker. The point is, Monty is just a proven guy. It's also a hire that Cade himself seems to be quite happy with.
What was your reaction when you found out that Monty Williams was going to be your head coach?
I thought it was best case scenario. I couldn't have been happier. I thought it was, the perfect person for us. And I was just excited for the team and for us to, be able to learn from him and take it to the next level.
On top of them now having a great coach, the young guys around Cade have also gotten more experienced since he was last on the court with them. Jaden Ivey really got better as the season went on, and the same can be said about Jalen Duren. With these 2 guys improving, it gives Cade more options. Some of those vets they brought in as well can really shoot the ball. We've seen how Bogdanovic can shoot, same with Monte Morris, Joe Harris, and Alec Burks too. This high-level spacing will only benefit Cade and give him more room to operate. The system around Cade looks really nice, and it looks like they have an actual route for the team and for him. But most importantly, Cade himself has proven he looks as healthy as ever. Before the FIBA World Cup tournament, Cade was brought in to play for the USA Select team. A few guys that would play against the real Team USA, and if they performed, could get a spot on the full roster. And during his time in the USA camp, he looked incredible. Over the 2 scrimmage games, Cade looked like the best player across both teams. Teams which included young stars like Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, and Jaren Jackson Jr. Cade even drew heavy praise from head coach Steve Kerr. Cade looked great. The injury is clearly behind him. It's just great to see him healthy, and he's a guy who can really control a game from that point guard spot with his size and physicality. And it's good to see him looking so healthy. And Kerr is 100% right. Cade has all the tools to be great in the international game, but most importantly the NBA. You saw it in the scrimmages. He had the ball in his hands all the time, he controlled the tempo, used his big frame to calm the game down, and got to his favorite spots. But most importantly, he didn't feel any pain and could just focus on the game. We all know Cade Cunningham has incredible talent, but it takes time, and injuries don't help the process in the slightest. The natural-born size, the composure, and the smooth jumper handle combo have star written all over them. If he can just get that 3-pointer falling consistently like he did in college, he'll be one of the best in the game sooner than you probably think. And now that he's healthy, now that Detroit has a good roster and system around him, year 3 is going to be the one where Cade Cunningham really shows what makes him so special. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Over here at Load Management Media, I cover the most interesting young players in the NBA related world. Guys like Cade and some other interesting guys that maybe you've never heard of before. So if that interests you, consider hitting a like and a sub. And as always, stay rested. See you in the next one.